What's happening? Some sort of energy. It's holding me back. It won't let me attack. Who the hell are you actually, Whis? You're more than just Beerus' servant, aren't you?
Oh, did I neglect to mention? Sorry. Yes, I am Lord Beerus' teacher as well.
Honestly? You're Beerus' teacher?
May I be so bold? I'd like to offer you a bit of advice. You've achieved considerable power through what I assume is intense physical training, but if you continue focusing on power alone, you'll never defeat Lord Beerus. The most crucial skill you lack is a method for controlling your energy. If you can learn that, I suspect you'll be able to surpass your fellow warrior who always seems one step ahead.
You mean Kakarot? Make me your student, please, and I won't let you down.
I'll train you. If you agree to become a destroyer one day, I guess I should have led with that.
Yeah, $3! That's exactly what you heard. With $3, you can have full access to my manga in high quality, like Yamoshi as a Girl, and of course, the best, Ankumo Saga. All this and much more with more than 5 gigs of fan manga access. Patreon on comments!
Vegeta was in a deserted field with Goku. Both had agreed to do combat training a few hours ago, just to see the potential of each other. Both Saiyans were already in their respective fighting stances, just waiting for someone to make the opening move. And the one who made such a move was Goku. However, Goku just lowered his fighting guard, closing his eyes and taking a deep breath. When breathing, a white aura completely covered Goku's body, and as Goku was releasing his breath, this aura was shattered and revealing Goku's current hair color, which was white. Right at the start of the fight, Goku had activated full Ultra Instinct. Vegeta was also not left behind and started using the Ultra Ego transformation. Upon activating this transformation, Vegeta's hair turned purple and so did his aura. Goku and Vegeta were at their peak of power, Ultra Instinct, a technique that angels use against superior ego, a technique of the Hakaishins. In this fight of techniques, who would win? Without saying a word, Goku advanced on top of Vegeta, hitting a punch in the abdomen of the Prince of Saiyans, who managed to block at the last minute, using his fists and taking advantage of a gap in Goku's defense. Vegeta hit a punch in the face of the Saiyan, who was using the Ultra Instinct. Goku seemed not to have been affected so much, but Vegeta didn't stop trying to attack him again. But when the Prince of Saiyans was going to kick Goku's face, but Vegeta had his leg grabbed, then he was thrown away, where Vegeta was quite bewildered. Goku took advantage of the blow he gave Vegeta and went to where Vegeta was. Goku was as fast as a teleport to kick the Prince of Saiyans in the chin, and before Vegeta hit the ground, Goku punched Vegeta in the face, which sunk the Saiyan Prince's skull into the ground, causing Vegeta to lose consciousness and pass out. Goku said, "This fight has already been decided. Ultra Instinct is quite powerful and Ultra Ego can't keep up. See you later, Vegeta," said Goku, leaving the place and leaving Vegeta unconscious on the ground. Goku, thinking he had already won the fight, started to walk away from Vegeta, who was passed out. But Vegeta managed to wake up and got up and used the superior ego transformation, but Goku was still using Ultra Instinct and felt Vegeta getting up. Vegeta, without saying anything, went towards Goku and hit him with a knee in the stomach that made Goku bend over because of the pain. Goku's abdomen was on Vegeta's leg. He elbowed Goku in the back and then hit him with a punch, sending the Saiyan flying extremely far. Vegeta prepared to go after Goku, but Goku had teleported on top of Vegeta and kicked him in the face. This blow made Vegeta spit blood. Goku tried to amend with another kick, but this time Vegeta managed to grab Goku's leg and threw the Saiyan, who was partially away. Vegeta prepared to attack Goku, but Goku teleported once more behind Vegeta, who managed to see this, and right after seeing this, Vegeta fired a ki blast at Goku. And before Goku could prepare to defend himself, Vegeta lunged at the Saiyan with a kick. But Goku dodged the kick and tried to punch Vegeta in the chest. Vegeta managed to parry the punch and retreated, throwing another ki blast that this time missed Goku as he dodged it so easily. Goku went after Vegeta, continuing the fight, but Vegeta prepared to defend himself from any attack that could come from his opponent. Goku noticed this in Vegeta but still decided to quickly approach with a swift punch. Vegeta defended as expected, but even so, he didn't count on his opponent's cleverness, as Goku actually punched with his open hand in the intention of holding his opponent back. Goku grabbed Vegeta's arm and flew towards the ground while punching Vegeta in the face with his other arm. Vegeta slammed his head into the ground as Goku held him, and then Vegeta was dragged across the ground, leaving a trail of destruction. After being dragged, Vegeta hit his head hard on a rock, but that wasn't enough to finish off the Prince of Saiyans. As Vegeta grabbed Goku's head and slammed it against the rock pillar, and then punched Goku in the stomach in a sequence of blows that ended with Vegeta hitting Goku in the head. After that, Vegeta kicked Goku away, sending him flying. Vegeta prepared a Big Bang attack which successfully hit Goku. But Goku managed to get out of Vegeta's attack and appeared on top of Vegeta again. But Vegeta would not fall for the same technique twice and landed a high kick that hit Goku. Vegeta was on top as well, so they were frantically exchanging blows. Goku was winning the exchange of blows. Goku was a genius in fights, and that way, at some point, he would manage to break Vegeta's defense. At a certain point, Goku broke Vegeta's defense, making him take several hits without being able to defend himself. Vegeta was stunned by the amount of blows he was taking. However, Vegeta managed to teleport behind Goku, but Goku was able to predict this. He quickly turned around and continued to attack Vegeta, who didn't take long to get back the same way as before. Vegeta was in the worst of it and tried to retreat, but Goku followed him and kept hitting the Prince of Saiyans without stopping, just throwing punches so that his opponent couldn't fight back. The only thing Vegeta could do was to protect his face, but he ended up getting attacked every time he opened that guard, even for a fraction of a second. But Vegeta finally managed to hit Goku with a hard punch, and that made Goku back a little. But Goku came back close to Vegeta and continued to punch the Prince of Saiyans. After a while, Vegeta began to intersperse the transformations, going from Super Saiyan Blue evolution to normal Super Saiyan Blue, who managed to land a kick on Goku, but Vegeta was again trapped in Goku's unstoppable punches, and it didn't take long for Vegeta to go to his form, Super Saiyan God, who managed for a measly second to fight Goku. Vegeta landed only 3 punches, but was unable to continue due to exhaustion. Vegeta returned to take the unbeatable sequence of blows that were being executed by Goku, until Vegeta reverted to base form out of exhaustion. In this form, Vegeta used all his frustration and hit Goku with a headbutt, but that headbutt was the final blow that Vegeta gave, as it was enough to make him reach his limit of exhaustion. Goku then turned his back and said, "That's over now, Vegeta. See you later." Goku was again walking away with the fight definitely over. Vegeta looked up while lost in his own thoughts. Vegeta thought, "I need to get stronger." Vegeta thought, quite frustrated with what had just happened. Days later at Capsule Corporation, Vegeta was meditating and Bulma was helping him with his meditations. Vegeta was doing this to better concentrate on combat and better guide his own emotions at the time of his battles. Bulma in her meditation did this to control her anger better and concern with the duels that put her husband's life in danger. Vegeta, after meditating, was reflecting on what he could do to overcome Goku in confrontations, and so that he could finally beat Goku in fights. After much thinking, Vegeta came to a conclusion. Vegeta went to talk to Bulma and asked her to develop a more powerful training machine than ever. Bulma, hearing this, was excited and accepted, as she knew she would not be able to convince him to give up on that idea. Vegeta and Bulma worked together on the design of this training machine with help from other scientists, until one of these helpers approached Bulma. The helper said, "Lady Bulma." The assistant was panting and looked quite surprised. The helper says, "We calculated how efficient this machine is going to be, and we got an unbelievable result. It looks like this machine will be 1,000,000 times more efficient than the last machine. What kind of enemy are we facing to create something this size?" Bulma thanked the information given to her, but refused to say the reason for creating the machine, as she was too embarrassed to say that this machine was being made for Vegeta to try to overcome Goku or try to defeat his rival in a fight. When the machine was ready, Bulma took it to Vegeta and explained to the Saiyan how the machine worked. The Saiyan listened carefully. When finishing the explanation, Vegeta was very happy with Bulma and hugged her tightly with a big smile, and it was evident that Bulma was very happy to see her husband like this. Vegeta wanted to test the new machine as soon as possible, so Vegeta entered the machine and put it in maximum gravity, and after a few series of blows, the Saiyan felt his strength increase. Vegeta was training on the machine for a long time. He did several different trainings. Vegeta fought with a battle test dummy that was not affected by gravity, and this test dummy had the movements of Android 17 but in a dummy body. The puppet was blocking Vegeta's blows and was immune to key strikes, so Vegeta would have to beat the puppet with physical blows. When Vegeta was thrown back, something surprised him. The puppet was capable of using ki strikes, even though he was immune to it. Vegeta partially dodged the attacks but gained a scratch on his arm. It didn't take long for Vegeta to beat the test dummy, but when he saw the scratches and bruises that should have been on his body, the Saiyan was surprised because they were all gone. The machine itself healed Vegeta to increase the durability of his training. Vegeta continued training and facing several opponents in doll form. The Saiyan 1 Frieza, Piccolo, Kid Buu, Super Buu, Majin Buu, and Android 18, Cell, Gohan, Broly, Jiren, Goku, Beerus, Whis, and of course some of them had their power level reduced, so that Vegeta could face them without using ki. Vegeta trained until he was able to defeat the doll that imitated Goku, but when he left the machine, Vegeta felt that was still not enough and that he needed more. Vegeta got out of his training machine to take a breath and regain his energy. Vegeta, when he left there, ended up facing an unexpected visit. It was Piccolo who at the moment was holding a bag of bananas. Vegeta then approached the Namekian. Vegeta said, "Piccolo, what are you doing here?" Vegeta asked Piccolo. Piccolo gave a sarcastic smile and replied, "Good to see you," Piccolo said jokingly with Vegeta's reception. Piccolo said, "I came to give you these bananas. I ended up buying a lot to try to make a recipe, and there was a lot more." Vegeta found the situation strange, but he saw no reason to refuse the gift. Vegeta took the bananas and bags and said, "Thanks for the present. I will make good use of them," said Vegeta a little breathless because of the training. Piccolo noticed that Vegeta was out of breath and decided to ask, "Hey Vegeta, why are you so out of breath?" Vegeta spoke, "I was training in the new gravity machine that Bulma created." Piccolo said, "If I may, I would like to know why you are training." By his breath, the training was quite intense. Vegeta spoke, "I asked Bulma to build a gravity training machine to intensify my training and overcome my limits, but mainly so that I could overcome Kakarot," said Vegeta, answering Piccolo with confidence. Piccolo said, "Got it. Was the training effective?" Vegeta said, "I did a good workout. I don't deny it. But honestly, I think I still need more. I feel something is missing." Piccolo said, "I can try to help you with that. What do you think about training together?" Vegeta spoke, "It won't be necessary. This is a personal goal of mine. I have to achieve this myself." Piccolo said, "It may even be a personal goal, but your merit is not taken away by training together with someone," said Piccolo, trying to make Vegeta rethink the proposal. After hearing this, Vegeta was a little thoughtful, but after considering a lot, he ended up accepting Piccolo's proposal. Vegeta said, "All right then, I'll accept your help." In a location away from the Capsule Corporation, the two went to a more appropriate place to begin training. Piccolo and Vegeta prepared to begin. The training lasted a long time and was very tiring for both of them, who were trying to give them all during their fights. Piccolo was doing his best to try to look like Goku fighting. At the end of the day, Vegeta and Piccolo ended their training and they were both exhausted. Vegeta invited Piccolo to have a drink while they recovered. Piccolo accepted and they went to a leisure area. And there the two had a drink with a purple color and a strange taste. Piccolo said, "What is this you offered me?" Piccolo asked. Vegeta spoke, "It's a drink that Bulma created. This drink makes people recover faster after a high-intensity workout." Piccolo said, "So it's some kind of energy drink?" Piccolo asked. Vegeta spoke, "Yes, only more potent than the conventional ones." Piccolo gave a brief chuckle before asking, "So what did you think of training?" Vegeta spoke, "Honestly, I think there's still something missing. This isn't working." Vegeta replied, a little disappointment. Piccolo said, "I think there might be a solution for this. Ha ha ha." Moments after Vegeta and Piccolo trained in the training machine created by Bulma, Vegeta was curious and asked Piccolo, "What do you have in mind?" Piccolo replied, "Since your goal is to overcome Goku, then it is likely that you will have better results training with those who trained Son Goku." Vegeta, after a few minutes thinking, said, "So you're suggesting I train with?" said Vegeta before being interrupted by Piccolo, who said, "Yes, I'm suggesting that you train with the angel Whis." Vegeta, considering the possibility of training with Whis, replied, "Well, this seems to be the best way to resolve the situation. Tomorrow I will ask Whis to train me so that I can overcome Kakarot." "Thanks for the idea, Piccolo," said Vegeta, agreeing with Piccolo's idea. Piccolo then said, "If it doesn't bother you, I'd like to go along with you, because I'm also interested in this angel's training methods." said Piccolo, curious about Whis. Vegeta replied, "Oh, of course, no problem. You can accompany me. But answer me one thing. Why do you want to train together with Whis?" Piccolo said, "I don't want to train with Whis now. Maybe that will happen in the future. But for now I just want to observe his methods." The next day, Vegeta used his teleportation together with Piccolo and went to the planet where Beerus the god of destruction lived in order to find Whis. When they got there, they were welcomed by the angel Whis, who already arrived welcoming them and asking what was the reason for their visit. Vegeta soon answered him saying, "Whis, I would like you to train me to be stronger than Kakarot, please," said Vegeta, explaining his intentions to Whis. Whis said, "Prince of Saiyans, do you want to become stronger than Mr. Goku? You don't intend to do something bad with that power, do you?" Whis said, doubting Vegeta's intentions in wanting to become stronger than Saiyan Son Goku. Vegeta was slightly irritated and said, "No, it's not like that. I don't intend to do anything malicious with that kind of power. I just want to be strong as Kakarot, or even more in fact." Whis, upon hearing that, gave a small laugh, covering his mouth with his hand, and then replied, "Okay, I'll train you." Vegeta was a little uncomfortable with Whis' laugh, but preferred not to show any kind of reaction. Whis then looked at Piccolo and asked, "Did you come here to train with me too, Mr. Piccolo?" Piccolo said, "No, I'm just here to observe Mr. Vegeta's training, and the methods you use." Whis said, Well, looks like I have a fan. Well, okay, you can watch." After this brief dialogue, Whis, Piccolo, and Vegeta went to an area specifically made for training, and there Whis proposed something to Vegeta. Whis said, "Since you want to overcome Goku, I believe it's good for you to master the Hakai technique, because this is a technique that Goku managed to master, and I think you haven't yet, right?" said Whis, questioning Vegeta about the Hakai technique. Vegeta answered the angel saying, "I haven't mastered this technique yet, but with your help I will be able to master it faster than Kakarot. So where do we start?" said Vegeta, wanting to start his training soon. Whis took his staff and summoned a training dummy and began to instruct the Prince of Saiyans to focus his energy to disintegrate this dummy with a blow that would require even 1% of his effort. And Vegeta will only have to place his hand on the dummy and concentrate his energies to disintegrate it, and said to Vegeta, "Ye didn't need to worry because the dummy will regenerate automatically." Vegeta started to do what Whis had told him, so the Prince of Saiyans spent a long time trying. At first, Vegeta couldn't quite understand what Whis wanted him to do. Vegeta only managed to damage the doll by putting in a little brute force, but that way was wrong. But after that step, Vegeta started to get the hang of it. He placed his palm on the hand of the dummy and concentrated his energies to form a destructive aura around the dummy. But that aura still didn't have a destructive tone that the Hakai possessed, because Vegeta was still concentrating on making almost no effort, and that made the doll take a while to disintegrate. After Whis realized that Vegeta had already reached this stage, he decided to give Vegeta a suggestion. Whis said, "Vegeta, from now on when you start the process of disintegration, imagine the destruction in your mind. Think of a power beyond what you can. Understand? Think of something that makes you angry. This can help you too." Vegeta then nodded and concentrated, thinking of the devastated scenarios of future Trunks' world. He thought of the destroyed buildings, the injured people, and his friends who had died at that moment. Vegeta's focus was on causing destruction, and so Vegeta finally managed to reach the Hakai. After learning Hakai, Vegeta went to rest, and ended up finding Piccolo, who was eating a banana pie. Piccolo started talking to his friend Vegeta after watching him train, and tried to motivate him to continue training with the angel Whis. Piccolo, in his quest to motivate his colleague, said, "You in a short time did something very powerful. I imagine that if you stay here for a long time, you will be able to do incredible things. I recommend that you stay here for a longer time, because that way you will end up becoming more stronger and maybe even the strongest member of the Z Fighters. Don't be anxious to leave here too soon to fight Goku." Vegeta replied, "I think I'll get what I want without having to struggle for a long time. I intend to learn to use the speed and power of Ultra Instinct combined with my super ego. Well, I'll have to be tough to withstand both forms at once. By the way, this is the deadline. I will stay here until I can completely master Ultra Instinct, and together with Superior Ego, I will overcome Kakarot with a big difference in power. I will be simply incomparable. said Vegeta, explaining what his intention was, leaving Piccolo surprised. Hours later, after a while, Vegeta returned to his training and Whis was already waiting for him. As soon as Vegeta got close enough to the angel, Whis asked the Prince of Saiyans a question. "Your training to master Ultra Instinct will begin. But do you think you can overcome Goku using the same technique as him? Or do you have a bigger plan in mind?" said the angel, demonstrating to be curious. Vegeta took a deep breath and said, "I intend to mix the two techniques, and I will use the Ultra Instinct reflex, but I will react with the superior ego. So I'm going to use the speed of Ultra Instinct to attack and dodge attacks, combined with the brutal power of superior ego. With that, I'm going to create something unique." 3 months later, on the planet of the God of Destruction, Vegeta went to Whis and said, "I managed to stay 10 minutes without taking a hit, and now what's the next step?" Whis laughed and pointed. "Vegeta, look, you're already using Ultra Instinct." Seeing his body with the unique white aura made Vegeta extremely satisfied, as he had achieved a very impressive result, and he couldn't wait to combine Ultra Ego and Ultra Instinct in his fight against Goku. Vegeta then asked Whis, "So, I already got over Kakarot?" Whis said, "Well, there's only one way to find out." Vegeta gave a sarcastic smile and said, "Yes, it's true. Thank you, Whis. Your help was very important." Piccolo said, "Well, it looks like it's over." Piccolo said while looking at Vegeta, who had a smile on his face. Whis said, "Master Piccolo, until next time, who knows, maybe I can train him too. Next time we see each other." Whis said, saying goodbye to Piccolo. Piccolo smiled and replied to the angel, "Of course, who knows, maybe that will happen someday." On planet Earth, Vegeta and Piccolo returned to Earth where Goku was. When they got there, Vegeta wasted no time and went to Goku's house as soon as he had the opportunity. Vegeta, upon arriving at Goku's house, knocked on the door and shouted, "Hey, Kakarot, come here quick!" Goku opened the door and already knew it was Vegeta through Ki, but Goku also realized there was something strange about his rival. Vegeta said, "I came to challenge you to a fight, and I have a surprise for you." Goku said, "Alright, I accept. Apparently you've trained. You've been missing for a long time. But let's fight, yes, in an ideal place, okay?" So the two Saiyans flew to avoid destroying something, and when they arrived at the location, Vegeta activated his superior ego and tried to hit Goku with a punch, but Goku was using Ultra Instinct and dodged Vegeta's blow. Shortly after dodging, Goku tried to knee Vegeta's stomach, who also dodged. The Saiyans were firing a sequence of blows at each other, and this sequence was extremely fast and powerful. You couldn't see the attacks, and the two Saiyans were managing to dodge the attacks, but for a while, Vegeta lost concentration for admiring the performance he was having during the fight, and Goku took advantage of the distraction to deliver a powerful punch that made the Prince of Saiyans fly away. Vegeta ended up recovering his concentration and saw that Goku was already going at him with everything. But Vegeta managed to dodge Goku's attack and put his hand on his rival's shoulder, and then performed the Hakai. For some specific reason, the Hakai that Vegeta performed ended up not working, and after realizing that, Goku landed a kick on Vegeta that made him fly away. But in the middle of the way, the Prince of Saiyans managed to recover. Goku tried to hit Vegeta in midair but was unsuccessful, so Goku tried to hit him again, but Vegeta, who had regained his balance, reacted in time, managing to dodge the blow. With his opponent's guard open, Vegeta tried to hit him with a right-hand hook, but Goku dodged, so Vegeta retreated and used one of his transformations to defeat Goku in a way. However, when retreating, Vegeta ended up entering his form of Ultra Instinct, along with the superior ego at the time, and these transformations left his hair in a greenish tone. His body was covered with a green glow. This is Vegeta's new transformation. After Goku saw Vegeta's new transformation, he realized the threat that transformation represented, so without wasting time, Goku also activated his full Ultra Instinct. Vegeta, seeing that, just crossed his two arms as a way of mocking his opponent. Goku, who was surprised, understood Vegeta's insinuation, and even though Goku didn't have his pride the size of Vegeta's, the Saiyans still felt uncomfortable with the provocation that the Prince of Saiyan Vegeta made. Goku decided to advance on his opponent, giving a heavy attack on Vegeta, who just stood there in his arms crossed position, because Vegeta wasn't feeling anything. Goku continued his sequence of blows, so he retreated away, but as soon as Goku retreated, Vegeta was already behind him, as he had used teleportation. Goku turned back and did not see Vegeta, so Goku turned around again, but giving a high kick with the intention of hitting Vegeta because Goku knew that the Prince of Saiyans was behind him. Vegeta just grabbed Goku's leg and threw him away so that the Saiyan couldn't regain his balance in midair. Vegeta had thrown Goku towards a stone pillar that was very far away, and after looking in Goku's direction, Vegeta teleported close to the Saiyan and kicked Goku in another direction. And then Vegeta repeated this process, but when Goku was close to another pillar of stone, Vegeta stopped hitting him and started charging his Big Bang attack. As soon as Goku touched the pillar of stone, Vegeta released his blow that hit Goku full on. Vegeta just stood there with his arms crossed as Goku got to his feet and caught his breath. Goku was trying to catch his breath, and as soon as he concentrated again, he looked at Vegeta from the bottom up. Vegeta smiled and made a hand gesture at the same time as he provoked Goku again. But this time Goku didn't give up and turned away. Tried hard not to fall for Vegeta's provocation. Goku thought that the transformation Vegeta was using was wasting too much energy, and seeing this, Goku devised his strategy. Goku's strategy was relatively simple. He would take advantage of Vegeta's arrogant stance and just stay on the defensive until Vegeta's transformation energy ran out, as Goku knew he couldn't beat Vegeta in a duel. So Goku, realizing his strategy to prolong the fight, prepared his Kamehameha and shouted the name of his attack as usual. Vegeta waited for the attack to come close to being launched, and when the time came, Vegeta flew in a curved trajectory, dodging Goku's attack and landing a powerful kick on Goku. Vegeta charged at Goku, giving it all he had, launching sequences of very powerful and fast attacks without giving Goku time to fight back, and also avoiding moving away from the Saiyan so that he could not change position. Goku was trying to resist Vegeta's attacks, and he was succeeding. Goku was in a defensive position that managed to reduce the impact of Vegeta's blows, but Goku could not escape from the Prince of Saiyans because as soon as he tried, Vegeta accompanied him, and Goku could not switch positions due to little space, so Goku ended up having an idea in the middle of the pressure situation. Even though he was cornered by Vegeta, the Saiyan managed to get out of his defensive position to try to punch Vegeta. Before Goku could do anything, Vegeta shouted, "This is useless, Kakarot. You will have to do more than that. Ha ha ha." Goku and Vegeta were about to punch each other at the same time. Vegeta ended up not showing any kind of reaction to that punch that he took from Goku. But on the other hand, Vegeta managed to give an extremely powerful punch to Goku, causing him to fall to the ground in high speed. Goku became unconscious and Vegeta descended to the ground and returned to his base form. Vegeta approached Goku, gave a sarcastic smile and said, "Looks like that's right, Kakarot. I finally won," said Vegeta, extremely happy that his hard training had been worth it. Vegeta just turned his back and walked away from the battlefield. His goal had been completed. He had finally overcome Goku. This was Vegeta's first and incredible victory. The end. Hey guys, I know it's sad when today's video unfortunately ends, but don't worry because the next videos are coming. If you liked it, don't forget to leave your like because it helps us a lot and motivates us to continue with these videos that you like so much. Comment your theories and what you think of this episode. After that, don't forget to share the video with your friends so you can watch it together. That's it, see you guys later.